Good evening, dear Zimbabweans. I have received quite a number of many questions today from several Zimbabweans who wanted to understand the logic behind several court applications that are being lodged by several Zimbabweans and different organizations in our country in the Constitutional Court to challenge the agenda that has been gazetted today by the Speaker of Parliament on behalf of ZANU-PF and the government of Zimbabwe to extend and prolong the term of office of the president, the executive, and also the lifespan of parliament and the local authorities up to 2030. Some people are asking me, does this work or not? Because as they understand themselves, they believe that our judiciary is compromised, our judiciary is captured, it cannot dispense justice to the people of Zimbabwe. So their major question is this strategy of taking Emmerson Mnangagwa and his government before a constitutional court of the judges who he himself appointed and also extended their terms of office through constitutional amendment number 2, going to work or not? Let us share this strategy which is being applied by several Zimbabweans. We have seen that today the war veterans being led by Comrade Gurira have taken the challenge against constitutional amendment to the Constitutional Court in an urgent basis. They have instructed Professor Maduk to be their lawyer and also to see how that matter is going to take place. The issue the people of Zimbabwe must understand is that we all know that it is very difficult for anyone to obtain justice before our courts in Zimbabwe on the basis of the reasons that I earlier mentioned, that the people of Zimbabwe have got a belief that these people are beneficiaries of another amendment which is regarded and viewed by many Zimbabweans as having been unconstitutional through the extension that happened a few years ago in 2022, which later led to the extension of the term of office of the current Chief Justice and also the term of office of all Constitutional Court and Supreme Court judges. What the people of Zimbabwe must know is that we must use all available alternative strategies that are before us. We should use different tactics, different strategies which we can master for us to be able to deal with the current challenge of the term of extension that is happening in our country. There is a strategy called the saturation doctrine. What is the saturation doctrine? Let me simplify it to you as follows. You still remember there was a 12-day war between Iran and Israel last year. Israel had its strength using its air power, and Iran had its own strength in terms of using its supersonic missiles and also other missiles to counter-attack Israel. But Israel, in terms of the air defense system to intercept the Iranian missiles, had what is called the Iron Dome, one of the highly regarded air defense systems in the world. And what did Iran do? Knowing very well that Israel has a strong weapon in the Iron Dome, they had to saturate the skies, launching multiple numbers of multiple numbers of missiles into Israel to make sure that their iron domes will intercept some and will miss some. That is what is called the saturation doctrine. You saturate the area of the enemy with different attacks, with different strategies. One of the saturating weapons being used will hit the target. Like exactly what happened. The good example that I used for Iran when it was attacking Israel, it saturated the skies and made sure that the Israel iron domes will miss some, and those missed will be hitting the target. So we must support every effort that is being done by Zimbabweans of good standing to thwart the attempt by the tyrannical and dictatorial regime to extend the term of office. So the saturation strategy is working, and we must urge those people of good standing who are taking the measures for them to make noise against the extension of the terms of office of the president, parliament, and also the executive. So in that I say, let's support all the saturation doctrine, tactics and strategies that are being used by Zimbabweans to push and mount pressure to the dictatorship. One of those strategies will hit the target. Whilst we are also doing our own strategies, we will not discourage those people like Comrade Gurira of the war veterans who have taken Emerson Mnangagwa and his government to the Constitutional Court in the urgent basis. We must support every effort to fight back and push back against the imposition of a term of office extension by the current regime. So with these Zimbabweans, I wanted to urge you that what is currently happening with multiple court cases that are being taken to the Constitutional Court by different bodies and different individuals, let's support them, because they are within the confines of a strategy called the saturation doctrine. So the saturation doctrine is to bombard the enemy with different strategies and different attacks using its own instruments to make sure that it crumbles at the end of the day. I understand other new applications are coming. The Defense the Constitution platform, I know they will also bring the application before the same court. I also understand that the Constitution Defense Forum, CDF, will also bring another application, and there are so many other bodies are also doing that. Whilst we in the National Democratic Working Group will also take, now it has been gazetted, we are going to take the government to the African Commission in Bangkok to make an application and file a complaint before the commission about what I told you to be a military coup in terms of the statutes of the African Union. That Zimbabwe is currently in a motion of a coup. The gazetting is now the evidence that we have been waiting for. It has been brought, and what we are going to do is that we are now going ahead with filing our application and our complaint before the African Commission. So let's support all the efforts being done by every progressive Zimbabweans for the pushback strategy against the attempt to subjugate ourselves into another unconstitutional change of government, which is a constitutional coup, which is in motion in our country. I thank you very much, Zimbabweans, for this feedback that I wanted to give you this evening. May God bless you. I thank you.